Theodore Roosevelt's presidency marked an era of transformation and undeniable grit across America's landscape. Born in 1858, Roosevelt embodied the spirit of America with his relentless pursuit of justice and equality. He rose through military ranks, earning fame as a soldier during the Spanish-American War, which showcased his bravery. At just 42, he became the 26th President of the United States, stepping into history with vigor and determination. The Hay-Pauncefote Treaty allowed the U.S. to construct the Panama Canal, an engineering marvel of its time. In a groundbreaking move, he showered the nation with conservation efforts, establishing national parks and protected lands. He navigated turmoil overseas, negotiating peace between Russia and Japan, showcasing his diplomatic prowess on the global stage. The establishment of the National Forest Service marked a significant step towards preserving America's natural resources for future generations. He was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for mediating the end of the Russo-Japanese War, a monumental feat. Meanwhile, the progressive era thrived, culminating in the establishment of the NAACP to advocate for African American rights. In 1907, Roosevelt launched the Great White Fleet to assert America's growing naval strength on an international scale. Taft becomes the 27th President of the U.S. at the age of 51. Titanic is almost complete. April of 2012 is set as the maiden voyage. On its first voyage, it sank off the coast of Newfoundland. Wilson becomes the 28th President of the United States at the age of 56. World War I is triggered after the assassination of the Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria by a Serbian terrorist group called the Black Hand. Two alliances are formed, the Allies and the Central Powers. U.S. takes a neutral stance. Germany invades Belgium, kicking off World War I. Officially, British intelligence gives Wilson the Zimmermann telegram, where German Foreign Secretary Zimmermann proposes that Mexico sides with Germany in case of war with the U.S. Mexico declines the offer, but this was the last straw for the American people. Wilson gives his 14-point speech of conditions to end the war. Eventually, in 1918, an armistice is signed in Redondia, France, ending World War I and becoming what is now known as Armistice Day. In 1919, the Treaty of Versailles was signed, but a war started at home as the 18th Amendment passed, starting the Prohibition era. 1920. 19th Amendment is passed, guaranteeing women the right to vote. Harding took office as the 29th president, stepping into an era marked by both prosperity and scandal. Under Harding, the Emergency Quota Act restricted immigration flows during a time of significant pressure on American resources. Tomb of the Unknown Soldier is dedicated as a memorial to all American soldiers and sailors that lost their lives. Harding died of a heart attack while on a speaking tour. Calvin Coolidge, known as Silent Cal, embracing a philosophy of limited government during the Roaring Twenties, succeeds him. As president, Coolidge focused on tax reduction and boosting public confidence after the tumultuous Harding years. Wilson emphasized the creation of the Federal Reserve, establishing a response to economic instability. The first diesel locomotive begins operating in New York City. America's evolving narrative was shaped by these leaders, each leaving their own legacy etched in the fabric of history. Underneath it all, the voices of those yearning for change continued to rise, paving the way for the future.